to be able to train like a pro. Unfortunately though, busy work and family life tend to get in the way.
However, it is possible to mimic parts of a pro lifestyle, even with a day job.
I'm afraid to say there's no such thing as the perfect training plan. The pros will all train differently, and so should you, as all of our bodies have an individual response. Now, all of us have different lives, so getting the perfect balance involves very careful planning.
Actually, being tight for time should mean that you're more specific with your training to maximise the time available. Pros will carefully plan their training in around their key races to make sure that they hit them in good form. That takes planning ahead and making goals. So you should try and work back from your key races and break your training into blocks, which is called periodization.
A large percentage of your training week can be spent cycling, so it's no surprise that your body can take a hammering from being in the same position for many hours on the bike. So the pros actually factor in a fair amount of time to keep their bodies in check outside of their cycling training. And this can involve conditioning work to help strengthen the muscle groups that are required for cycling.
As well as this, it can include physiotherapy, stretching and massage to really keep their bodies going well. But this is something that people will quite often neglect, especially with a busy schedule. But it really can improve your performance and keep injuries at bay. As we've discussed, cycling can require a fair amount of time in the saddle, so under-fueling for a ride will not just affect that ride, but it could affect your recovery for a future session.
Our bodies store a limited amount of carbohydrate in our muscles and liver as glycogen. When they're full, well, we feel great, but once they're depleted, you can feel pretty terrible. So it's important to keep them topped up.
Now, we've all heard the classic phrase, there's no such thing as bad weather, just unsuitable clothing. Well, there's some truth behind that. Being unprepared for the weather conditions can not only affect that ride, but it could put an early end to it.
In some places, the weather can be unpredictable, so it's best that you're prepared for anything from glorious sunshine to hail within one ride. Now, the key is to look after your core and your extremities. So, for example, if it's pouring with rain outside, then realistically, you're going to get wet. So it's important to try and maintain your core body temperature for as long as you can.
Obviously, if you're going to start some hard efforts within 20 minutes or so of your ride, you are going to warm up, so you will want to dress appropriately for that. And finally, most of us would just rather ride our bikes than work on them. But unfortunately, our bikes will not run smoothly forever, and actually they could be holding you back. So it's important that you keep on top of bike maintenance, both for safety and for performance. Professionals will regularly maintain and even replace parts on their bike for optimal performance. Because when you spend so much hard work and time improving your power on the bike, you don't want to be wasting valuable watts on a bike that isn't running smoothly. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up below. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to GTN by clicking on the globe. And to see our 5 essential bike skills video, just click down here. And to see our how to run like a pro video, just click down here.